They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing his man in. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Move. Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Go on to 54. Go on to 54. Wide in. 26.
There's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Single receiver.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, he stays up. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Manning now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Here we go, 46, 46. 46, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And he'll get that to the rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14th. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gun! 3 down. Gun!
Now it's Lauletta. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one clearly still early, but that would be a bit of a surprise. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
47.
A give to Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now here's Lauletta. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, Lauletta caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Right there.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 41's the will. He's coming. We got 26.
Prescott down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Here we go, 46. You got three down.
Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Goes underneath the bell. And now running right through him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Gun. Hey, here we go. Get inside. Let's go. Get out. Hey, get him. Switch. Hey, 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Gun.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, here we go. Oh. Under.
Now Bell. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Tighten up.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Detroit!
54's Mike.
Here's Lauletta now on second. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10.
46.
Three down. I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
Hey, we're going right there. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Go, get out there.
What we got?
46.
Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun.
3 down.
47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
We got trips over here.
26. Here we go, 46.
Check 13.
What is it?
52's the mic, boys. 52. Double dog. Double.
Here we go, 47.
Shift.
Move.
Motion.
Here we go, 47. What is it? 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 What is it?
And that'll set them back 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Flex round. Kill. Hot.
54.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
Out of the gun, Lauletta.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Back to receive it, Deontay Thompson. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
All day, every day, any day.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Awesome.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Sweat, hey, 47, we go 46.
Prescott now on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kareem Martin able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
3 down. Watch 80.
The give is to Bell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Out. Run!
So we've come upon half. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of that?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Gun! Detroit! Hot!
On second down, here's Barkley. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just their consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. He's supposed to continue that in this game, too.
Lauletta to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Come on, run! Bring him in! Woo! Yeah, baby!
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
Watch him now, Barney.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Incomplete. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big range on? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down throw for Prescott. This is Bell on dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
59.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And New York set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. Look at the spin. He's got daylight. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Lauletta now to throw it. That's some strong running.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Nice pick.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. Man open left side is Brown. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go, get out. Here we go, 46. Here you go. Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Cowboys going for 2. Now, last season, they were 0 for 3 on 2-point tries. Didn't convert a single one. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. New York set to take the field.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 3 down. 3 down.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, swing!
On second down, here's Lauletta. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. The shotgun snap to Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
We got 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fella.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. But now it's 1st and 10. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Start there, over here. Start 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Off the play fake, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 59.
Here we go. 47, 47.
To throw is Prescott. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone!
Here's Lauletta. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. And even 40 yards.
Leopard! Detroit! Gone!
On first down, it's Lauletta. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Roger Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll hand it off to Procise. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. That's caught. It's Thomas. They give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl or Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Hey, 47. 26. 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now out come the Giants. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter, punch.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Morrow in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Procise on the toss. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal is to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.